So without further ado, let's bring on our next contestant, who we have is Robert Ozzimo from Harcourts, Rata and Co.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, buyers, good afternoon and a very warm welcome to what is sure to be another very special, memorable and action-packed Harcourts Rata and Co auction here at number 46 French Street in Laylaw. By way of introduction, my name is Robert Ozzimo and it gives me pride, passion and pleasure to represent the company of Harcourts Rata and Co. I'd like to just take a short moment now to thank the owners of this fine property for selecting us to market and sell their home. I'd also like to give you the following announcements which are in place to help you, the buyers, bid and buy with confidence. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price. As the auctioneer, I will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides for fines for such conduct. The rules permit vendor bids. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. Now buyers, the contracts have been on display prior to today's auction. I'm aware that many of you have taken the time to read them and familiarise yourselves with them. The particulars read that today Harcourts Rata & Co sells for and on behalf of the vendor all this land together with any improvements described in the attached copy of title, volume 8316, folio 387, or as it's more commonly known to you and I, as number 46 French Street here in Laylaw. Selling with the property today are all fixed floor coverings, light fittings, fixed window furnishings, and any other fixtures and fittings of a permanent nature. Today, once the property is sold, we'll call on the successful purchaser to pay deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price upon the fall of the hammer and the signing of the contract here today, and the balance to be paid at settlement, which is scheduled for August 6, 2018, at which time the vendor will provide the lucky buyer with vacant possession of the property. Attached to and forming part of the contract is the vendor statement pursuant to section 32 of the Sale of Land Act. This document includes a copy of the certificate of title, as well as any relevant council, planning and zoning information. All in all, quite a straightforward contract. Everything is in here. Everything is quite clear. However, if you do have any questions, buyers, now would be the appropriate time.
Given the winter period ahead, what happens if there are damages caused by rain or hail between now and settlement?
Well, sir, under General Condition 24, the vendor is obliged to provide the property to you in the same condition as you purchased it here today, and there are remedies under that condition. Should that not be the case, and you're also entitled to a final inspection within 7 days before settlement. Wish you the best of luck, sir, here today, and I might look to you for an opening bid. Thank you.
Excuse me, my lawyer has asked me to place a special condition in the contract that states all fixtures and appliances must be in working order. Is that okay?
Ma'am, the contract of sale has been on display prior to today's auction. I encourage you bidding, but if you do bid, it must be on the terms and conditions that were presented here today. So please bear that in mind, and I wish you the best of luck here today. Thank you. Well, and buyers, it's with my highest recommendation what we offer you for sale here today. This home really does take on a character of its own. It's been carefully and fully updated to include all the conveniences of our modern world without losing any of its rustic charm. From the timber double-hung windows to the ornate cornices to the cosy open fireplace. A walk amongst its enchanted gardens will leave you feeling that you've been whisked away to another world. But in reality, here at 46 French Street, you are as close, as central as Laylaw gets. For while this home will take you to your very own fairy tale, just beyond the privacy and the seclusion of its majestic hedges lays all the infrastructure which will make your dream lifestyle one of convenience. And no one can attest to that fact quite as well as Carlo. He lives only 4 doors down and has done since 1972. If you ask Carlo what he loves so much about living here in French Street, he will tell you, as he told me, that living here has enabled him to maintain his independence. You see, Carlo turns 90 this year and no longer drives, But because he lives here in French Street, he doesn't have to. If he wants to pop down to the shops, it's a simple walk to May Road, Station Street, or High Street shopping. If he needs to pick up the great-grandkids from school, it's a short walk down to St Luke's Primary. And if he wants to venture even further out, he needs only walk down to Thomastown Station, which one direction takes him to the centre of the city and 3 stops in the other direction, and he's at Westfield Plenty Valley, which has plans on becoming the largest Westfield in the Southern Hemisphere. Carlo has borne witness to the exponential growth of this northern corridor. Our burgeoning population has meant what was once considered to be the fringes of metropolitan Melbourne is fast becoming the inner city. It was evident in the 1990s when the completion of the Western Ring Road really put the northern corridor on the map as a place to invest your money and to raise your family. And it's evident today with the relocation of the Melbourne fruit market and with companies like Westfield and Costco investing so significantly in their futures here. And more importantly, it was evident in 2017 with house prices growing 27.1% here in Lalor, one of Melbourne's best performing suburbs. So today represents an opportunity for investors to capitalise on the growth that Lalor has to offer, an opportunity for any first home buyer not only to get into the market but to do it in style, and an opportunity for you buyers today to bid and buy and secure you and your family's future, just like Carlo did all those years ago, right here at number 46 Friend Street in Lalor. Our vendor's instructions are quite clear. They've asked me on the way out, Rob, we want to see a sold sign on that board at the conclusion of this auction. That is one thing we fully intend on getting done here today. Buyers, if you've come with that same intention, if you would like to be the one to apply the sticker when all is said and all is done, now buyers is your time to reserve that exclusive right. Now is your opportunity, buyers. Where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid for 46 French Street here in Lalor? Where can I see you start?
1.8.
At 1.8, was that there, sir? 1.8 in front. Sorry, sir, almost sold the gentleman behind. At 1.8, a little bit light on, but I do love an optimist, so I'll go with you at 1.8 now, and I'll invite participation in rises of 50 at 1.8 the bid. At 1,800,000, looking for 50 on top. At 50 now, welcome, sir. Best of luck here today. 1850 now.
25,000.
At 25,000, 1875. At 1,875,000, the bid's there against you, sir. Short of my strike to 25 for you, sir. And the same courtesy to you, sir. Make it 1.9 in the rise. 1,875 I've got now. First call, 1,875,000. Second call at 18.
Another 50.
Another 50 at 1925 now. 1,925,000 in the rise. 1.925 from the bids there. My left, your right. So opportunity with you though at 1925. Surely, so you can't leave me with just 2 bids. The third one might be the lucky one at 1925, and the bid's there against you now. 1,925,000 the bid. At 1,925,000, can you buy another 25 on top? First call at 1925. At 1,925,000, second call at 1925. Third, final call, 1,925,000. Done, finished, sold out, sir. I must warn you that if we don't reach the vendor's reserve price here today and we do pass the property into a highest bidder, that highest bidder will have the first right to negotiate with the vendor at their reserve price. That's currently the gentleman on my left, not you, sir. If you're here to buy, I'm here to take your interest now. Show me your interest while I'm here at 1925. The bid's there against you at 1925 now. Once, twice, third, final call at 1,925,000. All done, all finished. Silent and out at 1925. So you still with me? Give me a bid then, sir. You still with me? No, definitely not. At 1,925,000. Well, I'll place another vendor bid, move along at 1950. I'll invite you back in, sir, now at 1975 if you like. At 1,950,000. At 20 now, 1,970,000. At 1,970,000, bid back here at 20,000. 1,990. At 1,990,000, bids here, my right, your left, ma'am, against you. One bid not enough here today, rarely is. At 1,990,000, bid there against you. Haven't forgot about you at the back, sir. Still very much on my mind. At 1,990,000. First call at 1,990,000.
25,000.
Sorry,
25,000.
at 25,000, at 2,015,000, at 2,015,000 in the
here.
rise, at same there, 2,030,000 now, at 2,030,000 now, sorry, I beg your pardon, so 2,040,000.
Yep.
At 2,040,000 now, confirm that bid at 2,040,000. At 2,040,000, the bid's there, my right, your left, ma'am. Opportunity with you though. At 2,040,000, fairly bid and offered now for the first call at 2,040,000, all done. Second call at 2,040,000, done and finished. Third and final call.
10,000.
At 10,000 at 50 now. Short of my stride for you there again, sir, at 50 and same courtesy at 10 if you like at 2,050,000 and 60 it's got to be at 5,000. Are you sure, sir? Do you want to bid twice?
Positive.
You sure? At 2,055,000. At 2,055,000 now, the bid against you, sir, at 5 if you like. At 2,055,000 I've got. At 2,055,000 bid here against you and you, ma'am, in front. At 2,055,000 the bid now. First call at 2,055,000.
Another 10.
At 10 now at 65. At 2,065,000 against you, so you raise the stakes back to 10 there, meet him there if you like, or bigger is better. At 2,065,000 the bid. At 2,065,000, fairly been offered there against you at 2,065,000. First call at 2,065,000, all done. Second call, 2,065,000, done and finished. Third and final call.
25.
At 25, ma'am, at 2,065,000 and 25 is 90 now. At 2,090,000, at 2,090,000, that might be the lucky bid, ma'am, because with that bid, I can tell you positively, we sell here today. Make no mistake about it, no second chances, on the market and selling. My instructions are clear. What was that, sir?
2.5.
At 2.5 now, at 2,092,500, at 2,092,500. Rather 2,082,500, can confirm the bid, 92,500 at 2,092,500 now. At 2,092,500, maths was never my strong suit, sir. At 2,092,500 and the bid's then against you, sir, and we sell here today.
2,500.
At 2,000, 2,095,000. At 2,095,000, back in front at 95. So we're selling here today, playing for keeps, don't make no mistake about it. At 1 now at 96. At 2 million.
2.1.
At 2.1, at 2.1, should have assumed the high there, sir. 2.1 now. At 2.1, the bid behind against you in front, ma'am, and you, sir. At 2,100,000 now, the bid. At 2,100,000, what do you say? You still with me? This is when it counts. Dig deep. We're playing for keeps. Make no mistake about it. Once the hammer falls, sold is sold, gone is gone. At 2.1 behind, opportunity in front, and with you, sir. At 2.1 now. First call at 2.1, all done. At 5,000, sir. 2.105 at 2,105,000 now. At 2,105,000 we sell away, no better bid. At 2 million, and at same now, 2,110 at 2,110 now. 2,110,000 bid behind, back against you in front, sir. At 2,110,000 if you're here to buy, now's the time. Dig deep. At 2,110, are you still with me, sir? First call at 2,110.
20.
At 20 now on top, sir, 2,130,000. At 2,130,000, raise the stakes there. That's how you buy. At 2,130,000, fairly been offered here. My right, your left, ma'am, against you, and you, sir. You still with me? At 2,130,000, first call at 2,130,000. Second call at 2,130,000. Third and final call
2,000.
at 2,000 at 32 now, 132. At 2,132,000 at 1 at 133. At 2,133,000 at 2 at 35. At 2,135,000. Was that, what was that, sir?
1,000.
At 1,000 now, at 36 at 2,136,000
well.
now, at 2,137,000. At 137 now, on the 2 mil at 2,137,000. Don't be frustrated, sir. Just bid. It's worth every cent. The more you pay, the more it's worth, sir. At 2,137,000 bids here against you and again, sir, you're still very much on my mind. At 2,137,000, got to sell, no better bid. First call at 2,137. Second call at 2,137.
$500.
At 500, 2,137 and a half. At 2,137,500 now.
2,500.
At 2,500, 2,140. At 2,140,000 the bid here on my left against you, sir, again on your right. At 2,140,000 and we sell away. No better bid here today. Make no mistake about it. At 2,140,000. First call at 2,140,000. All done. Second call at 2,140,000.
$500.
At 500, at 2,140,000 and a half. At 2,140,000 and a half. Man, don't walk away for $100,000. At 2,140,000 and a half, the bid's there. Sir, behind you, you still with me? At 2,140,000 and a half now. You'll drive past soon, sir. It'll either be with pride or regret. The decision is up to you. At 2,140,000 and a half now, and the bid's there against you and behind. At 2,140,500 now. First call at 2,140,000 and a half. All done. Second call at 2,140,000 and a half, done and finished. Third and final call, 2,140,500, all done, finished, silent and out. Man, do I have your absolute best here today? Are you sure you've left me already? Was it something that I said? At 2,140,500, we're there. Best of luck. I hope that we can do business the next time we meet at 2,140,500. Now, sir, you're definitely out. I have your absolute best here today. Thank you very much for your spirit of being here today, sir. At 2,140,500. Bids here, keys are here. Once, twice, third, final call at 2,140,500. Done, finished, silent and out. Selling, selling, selling. Sold. Congratulations, well bid first. Congratulations to our purchaser and our vendors here today. Commiseration to our underbidders. You've just witnessed another successful Harcourts Rata & Co auction. We hope you have a great weekend. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.